Hi, Manish Mehta here alongside Seth Walder from the New York Daily News, previewing Week 1, the Jets hosting the Buffalo Bills. And Seth, the big intrigue and mystery surrounding Tim Tebow and the Wildcat. How do you think the Jets will deploy Tebow on Sunday?
Well, we're never going to know for sure until we see it on Sunday, but I expect Tebow to play a real part in this offense, and I do think a score is in his future.
It's nice. It's fun. It is exciting. All the work put in, just to be able to go out there and play a game, that matters, win or loss, and try to find a way to go get a victory.
Manish, let's now talk about the starting quarterback once we got Tebow out of the way. Are you concerned at all about the fact that Sanchez wasn't able to lead them to a touchdown in the preseason?
No, I don't think so. Look, they didn't have their full complement of weapons out there at all during the preseason. Jeremy Curley, Dustin Keller, Santonio Holmes. At no point during the preseason were those three guys on the field with Sanchez. So you'd like to even get a touchdown maybe by accident at some point in the preseason, but I wouldn't be alarmed by it by any stretch. I think the positive that you can take out of it is that Sanchez was extremely accurate in those in the three preseason games that he played.
Start fast, finish strong, and everything in between. We're going to need a great effort against a tough Buffalo defense and a great team effort in all three phases. So I'm excited about the opportunity we have to get things going for real here, and it'd be nice to get the first one, so we got to work hard.
The key matchup here, at least on paper, Seth, it looks like it'll be Austin Howard at right tackle going up against Mario Williams. That's a tall order for any right tackle, but especially a guy who's going to make his first start as a Jet.
Yeah, that's right. Rex Ryan said today he thinks only DeMarcus Ware would be a tougher matchup for him. I think the Jets are going to use, they're going to give Austin some help, but at times he's going to be alone, and it's probably unreasonable to expect that Sanchez won't get hit around by Mario Williams.
Right.
I guess we'll find out. You don't want to just leave him out, anybody out there by himself, down after down. But sometimes, he is going to be by himself. But then there's other things that you have to do against any great pass rusher. You have to do things, to help slow him down.
The key matchup on the receiving end here is going to be Steve Johnson, Darrelle Revis. How do you think that's going to work out?
Well, it's interesting because there's the perception out there that Steve Johnson owns Darrelle Revis, which is actually kind of laughable. When you look at the two games last year, he averaged about 80 yards against Revis. When you're talking about Darrelle Revis, you really don't expect anybody to get more than 30, 40, 50 yards. So 80 kind of seems like 120 or 150. I asked Revis about it, and Rex Ryan and defensive coordinator Mike Pettin. They all kind of laughed it off. But I think you do have to be mindful of the fact that Johnson has had some success against Revis in the past.
They got 10 of the 11 starters returning, so we know what kind of offense they had. They spread you out, they throw a short to intermediate routes on you all day. So they was fourth in rushing last year, so we got to stop the run and we got to stop the pass.
Well, it's prediction time, Seth. How do you think Week 1 unfolds? Do you think the Jets come away with the win?
I do. I say Jets 20, Bills 10.
Jets 20, Bills 10, and Tim Tebow will score a touchdown?
And Tim Tebow scores one touchdown.
I think it's going to be a white knuckler, a lot of field goals involved. I do think that the Bills will come up on top, 16-13. It'll be a fourth quarter game, and it'll be tight regardless of who wins.